The rise of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and numerous other platforms demonstrates that social media has become a hugely popular vehicle for information, entertainment, and community engagement. Many public sector organizations are responding by building social media presences. Developed and managed successfully, these presences can enhance the public sector's capacity to deliver services that meet increasingly demanding user expectations. They can also assist the public sector to deliver services more efficiently, cost-effectively, and equitably. While extensive bodies of research exist concerning the private sector and personal uses of social media, public sector organizations have much less literature to guide their decision-making. Research on managing social media in the public sector specifically is needed. This presentation will address this gap by examining how public sector institutions can use social media to deliver services in ways that meet community needs and expectations. Part 1 of the presentation contextualizes public service delivery and social media. Part 2 looks at specific opportunities and challenges for the public sector in using social media to deliver services. And Part 3 offers recommendations for best practice. Services are a core operation of governments of all sizes and types. Public service delivery is about developing and delivering user-focused services that bring about outcomes. The World Meteorological Organization states that service delivery includes 4 stages: user engagement, which is about identifying users and their needs; design and development, a collaborative process involving all stakeholders; delivery itself, where the services are delivered to the public; and evaluation and improvement, which includes user feedback. Public services are very important because they can contribute enormous value to society, whether it's economic value, social and cultural value, promoting fairness and equity, political and democratic value, and the long-term sustainability of social and economic networks. It's important to consider current trends in government administration to provide context for public service delivery. There are several major challenges currently impacting government's ability to deliver services. Governments are increasingly focused on effectiveness and efficiency in service delivery. There's a general need to do more with less. At the same time as funds are limited, problems, solutions, and policies are becoming increasingly complex, and social needs are diversifying. This means more and better public services are required. Expectations of government from the public are also increasing. The literature suggests that moves towards greater efficiency and reducing costs haven't always met public expectations of satisfaction, trust, and participation. Given these considerations, Sobachi and Karkin argue that better public service today means citizen-oriented and participatory public services in accordance with the expectations and demands of citizens. Social media has significant potential to meet these challenges and deliver successful services. However, research suggests that overall, governments are not as interested in using social media for service delivery as they could and should be. A 2014 OECD report found that public institutions are gradually using social media more. But most consider social media to be an additional tool to improve public communications, not a tool that's fundamental to their core business. The report found that few governments are using social media to involve citizens in public policy or to transform public service delivery. This reinforces findings from a 2013 survey of US government workers, where only 31% said that engaging in conversation with the public was their agency's primary objective in using social media. This suggests that marketing and promotion still dominates public sector use of social media, not opportunities for engagement and feedback that can impact policy and programs. Other research has found that the public sector has been slower than the private sector to take up customer service functions on social media. This includes monitoring and tracking what is said about their organisation, responding to and acting on comments, and gaining consumer insight. It's crucial for governments to strategically integrate social media into their core operations. To this end, Hansen, Flaschen and Parker have coined the term social media as a service to help governments reconceptualize their approach to social media. They write that social media as a service tracks the transition of social media from a siloed communications and marketing tool to a dynamic organizational tool. It encapsulates the concept that social media is now being harnessed within government to not only connect and share with constituents, but also to help perform core services better, faster, and in a way that incorporates the web-based and real-time functionality of social media. With this background in service delivery and social media in the public sector, we can now move on to a more in-depth look at the opportunities and challenges social media poses to public service delivery.